Hello guys, I'm Koram. So recently I'm playing a lot of arenas because I finally unlocked all the wings of Blackrock Mountain and I just have nothing to do with my gold anymore. So I just play arenas. And I play basically all classes, maybe apart from Warrior because Warrior is barely playable. But this time it was turn for Mage. And you can see the draft going on in the background, but what is really interesting about this deck, as you will notice, is it has no spells. It's basically a mage without its staples. So I'm talking about having no fireballs, no polymorphs, no flame strikes. This deck has basically only 2 frost bolts, which are pretty good. I'm not saying they're not. Cone of Cold. Cone of Cold is a kind of spell which is very useful at stalling, but it doesn't really deal you any kind of recovery mechanism. And third spell that we have is Ice Barrier. And Ice Barrier is a pretty terrible spell in Arena. It only grants you 8 more health. Sometimes it allows you to survive and win, but I would consider this spell as a terrible one. On the other hand, you can see that overall quality of creatures that are being picked is exceptionally high. We have some really good 2 drops, 3 drops, 4 drops, 5 drops, and great late game. This is why actually in my personal rating don't rate this deck as a terrible one. I rate it as below average, somewhere there. Because really the lack of those mage staple spells means that once you fall behind on board, you're basically out of the game. And as it turns out, this deck, even though being slightly below average, actually made the distance. I managed to win 6 games with it, which is pretty good. I anticipated winning around 4, but there were 3 unquestionable stars of this deck. And I actually bet you cannot tell which 3 cards. Okay, I will tell you. The first card is Crazed Alchemist. You look at this little fella, 2 mana 2/2 with the swap kind of mechanism, and you think, seriously? Is it that good? Well, as it turns out, it is. It's kinda in the slot of cards for efficient removal, because when you use it, you can either buff your own creature or downgrade your enemy's creature and then trade really favorably. So this little fella is just great, provided that, of course, you don't play it alone on turn 2 because then it just dies. It's the kind of utility card like the Dire Doggy. You just cannot play it on turn 2 alone because it's not worth it. The second card, very successful in this deck, is Gurubashi Berserker. Some of you might also don't believe me on this, because Gurubashi is a really slow card. When we are talking about arena standards, we are expecting high tempo cards with boosts allowing for favorable trades, and you play Gurubashi and then you have to ping it so that it has any impact on the board whatsoever. Effectively, for 7 mana you gain 5-6 worth of stats, which is terrible. 7 mana is like War Golem kind of stats, and that's just 5-6. But then Gurubashi has kind of unwritten property that when it lands on board, enemy will try to kill it or freeze it at all costs, because it's just dangerous. It can grow really big. Well, maybe not very fast, but it can definitely be a serious danger. So even when you play Gurubashi, you ping it, even though it's really slow, the enemy will try to kill it, either with spell, And this is actually fine because you want to protect your other big stuff, which is about to follow the Gurubashi, or just he will trade his minions into it, which is also quite good. Okay, the third and last card that I want to shortly talk about here is Grim Patron. Yes, the very infamous Grim Patron. You might actually think that Grim Patron in Arena is really terrible. Well, because it is. With every class, apart from probably Mage, even with Warrior it's pretty bad because you're not certainly getting whirlwind effects. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But as it turns out, with Mage, it's not so bad at all. Let's look at the mechanism of this card in connection with Mage's hero power. So again, you invest 7 mana, you drop on board Grim Patron, you ping it, and you get 6/5 worth of stat on board. And this is pretty good, as long as you have any board control before playing it. If it survives until next turn, then you get 2 mana, 3/3, which is great value. And then you can just trade in the most injured patron warrior and still keep 2 healthy ones on board. Or one, at least one healthy. You always want to have at least one healthy patron. So yeah, that's not bad. It actually allows you to do some crazy stuff. For instance, in top deck wars, you can just use that multiplication mechanism to stay a bit longer in the game. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I will show you some really crazy stuff that happened during this arena run. So I hope it will be some kind of inspiration for you, maybe not to give up when the deck is pretty bad. Just play your best, sit back, and enjoy the clips. I'll see you later.
You asked for
It's pretty good against Gul'dan, I guess. The problem with our deck is that we don't have a 1-drop. He actually mulligans 0, so he has perfect hand. Or a hand that can be considered as perfect. Nope. Okay, let's play Apprentice then.
Almost out of time.
Okay, he's actually disconnected. Oh, he's back.
Almost out of time.
What's going on? There's Go Yeti. Okay.
for the crusade.
It's actually funny because he stopped roping when it stopped warping. It stopped roping when he started to play.
For a little while, I got a big punch.
It's a decent juggle.
Join or die.
Attend me.
Ready, sir.
It's ugly. You could have played Amani. Coin.
My eyes are open.
Ah, interesting. Well, if he has some kind of Siphon Soul, then leaving this It's pretty bad.
It's time for a little blood.
Okay, I need to start going face. I might ping my own Amani on the next turn. Yeah, that will be done. I think this trade is just too good to pass.
Time runs out on me.
I'm slightly getting out-tempoed here, but I can play a huge tempo card in the next turn. Unless he has some kind of Shadow Flame. And this is bad.
A fight! Count me! Everyone! Get in here!
It's just, by the way, not playing around anything. I might just freeze that and go for face. Yeah, I'm gonna freeze that.
Everyone! Get in here!
It's not lethal yet. It's pretty close. Wow. So lucky. Explosive sheep. Wow. I think I'm actually gonna draw some cards here. And on the next turn I can just ping the sheep and...
I got the best deals anywhere!
That's pretty good. Now that I think about it, it's not that good. If he taps, he's dead.
You face Jaraxxus, Illidan Lord.
Oh man, that's huge. Oh. Actually gonna freeze the face. Getting Jaraxxus in the opening hand. Are you kidding me? He needs to taunt up and heal. Siphoned Soul top deck. No. This saves him. For now. Not going to trade here. Unless he has healing, we're pretty much okay. What? That's actually pretty bad for him. Unless he has a voodoo doctor. Because I don't think there's anything that heals for 2 mana.
My new recipe.
Okay.
Jaina versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
You asked for it.
Playing against Hunter, that's a pretty decent curve. It actually lacks some... how it's called? Lacks some spells, but I'm gonna take it. Okay, he doesn't have 1-drops, so we are actually ahead.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
It sucks. That is pretty painful. This is very painful, by the way.
To my side.
He might not have any secrets. Gurubashi is a bit too slow here.
You call that a win?
Although it's pretty tempting to play it. Multi-shot again? No fucking way. No, there's actually a secret. Oh. So I'm actually hoping for freezing. Rip Glaive Zuka.
Job done.
Oh, explosive. Quick shot. No kill command. I might actually do an experiment here, because 4-8 is still pretty scary. If he continues to go face, then I'm fine.
Out on me.
So that's okay. Okay. Wow, that's pretty ugly. Do I want to frostbolt that? I might just frostbolt that and ping that. And even make my Gurubashi better. I think that's correct play. Oh, there goes the high main.
Time runs out on me.
Second unleash.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
You love my new recipe.
He needs Hunter's Mark. Or Silence the Reaver. If he has Silence kill command, then I'm dead anyway. That's pretty bad. Oh, Cult Master.
Push forward.
No, there goes fatigue. So lucky. It's fine. Yeah, I do attack into this. Gonna play Patron on the next turn. Oh wow. That's sick. What card does he have? Because he will die quite soon.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
Okay, I need to play like that. He has 4 damage on the next turn. Wow. Actually, I think he wins. No, he doesn't. No, no way he wins this. See ya, dude. Get water in your face. That was a very good game.
Jaina
Oh,
versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
Golden Druid, boys. That's pretty good. That's legendary druid, by the way. We are slightly off curve here. It's... I don't know yet what I'm going to play on turn 2. If he plays nothing, I'm gonna play Spider Tank. I guess I just frostbolt that. Playing against Druid is pretty hard because I don't have Silence. He might have Wrath. I'm almost sure he has Wrath, so my Spider Tank will die anyway. But I'd rather give him Spider Tank than allow to cycle with Scarlet Crusader. So I think that's better play here. If he goes face here, I'm gonna coin out Kodo on the next turn.
It's time for a little blood.
Is it time for Kodo yet? No, it's not.
Where shall I strike?
I'm attacking here because I want to bomb blob on the following turn. It's pretty prone to swipe, but not that much.
Truth is my shield.
So I have to ping here. And I'm gonna lose. Actually, I'm not gonna lose it. Yeah, I'm going to lose my water elemental.
What to do?
Uh,
What to do?
it's pretty bad against swipe.
Time runs out on me.
If he has swipe, we're in a pretty bad shape. I think swipe was better on the previous turn. Together with hero power. Okay. So I guess I just play a big guy here. That's taking it pretty slow. If he has silence on that, I'm in a pretty bad shape. If not, I can play force tank on the next turn. That's not that bad. Does he have claw? That's actually a pretty good result for me. This might mean that he's going to play a big taunt. Yeah, there it is. That was pretty costly. I think I play Grim Patron here.
A fight cold. Everyone, get in here.
I don't mind losing Murlocs.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
For Blackwing!
Got pretty wrecked there.
Power flows through me.
Everyone, get in here.
Get back when you turn to get ready.
Put this apple on your head.
That's a really bad idea.
I concede.
Nice. Okay guys, so what do you say about Scarlet Crusader's value? Because this guy is about to get wrecked.
You love my new recipe.
Yeah, sure, Murloc.
Join or die.
It's not the time for Patron yet. I get wrecked by Consecrate plus True Silver.
I wonder.
Yeah, and I'm getting wrecked by that too. Oh, not that much. I still kill this. Oh man, I can actually do Grim Patron stuff. Okay.
I must move quickly.
I'm gonna have 4 patrons on board.
Reporting for duty.
How much attack does he have? I have 19 health. I actually need to play Patron here to have any chance of winning, because tank is way too slow.
Everyone, get in here!
Time runs out on me.
Everyone, get in! Everyone, get in here!
Okay. If he has Consecrate, I lost anyway. Or if he has Blessing of Kings, I lost anyway. If he has Weapon, I also lost. He didn't have it previously because it was way better.
Engaging
Oh fuck.
TC-130, mental dislodgement.
Oh fuck. That's pretty bad. Can I keep up on board? Am I...
It's going to be amazing!
Fortunately, I'm not able to keep up on board. Unless I get
Reporting for duty.
Cone of Cold. Stampeding Kodo. It's not that good here. I lose.
Everyone, get in here! Fire on!
Oh, there's actually no way I can clear that. Not after MC Tech. So that's pretty much well played.
Well played.
Yeah, I'm missing one guy.
You win.
If he didn't have MC Tech, I would have won.